Hi folks, I just wanted to give you a little update on security lighting here on the farm. This unit is one that I've replaced. I had a dusk to dawn 35 watt, about 3500 lumen LED like barn type light, but I've got this motion sensor light now. This thing is amazingly bright. It's 15,000 lumens, the equivalent of 150 watts, or 150 watts, the equivalent of over a 500 watt halogen bulb. I'll come back out later and show you when it's dark just how bright it is, but this thing was about 70 bucks on Amazon. It was easy to install, motion sensor underneath it. You can have it work dusk to dawn, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money. And I don't need the lights on if there's nothing going on out here. So what I have it set up for is just motion sensor after dark. You can see it's got 3 panels and it lights up this whole area of the parking area. I'll come back to you with it when it's dark so you can just see how bright it is. Excellent fixture so far. Motion sensor is supposed to go up to 79 feet, but I think it actually goes further. As far as our lighting scheme goes with security, I've also gotten half a dozen of these little solar powered lights. They are incredibly easy to install. No wiring, it's all solar panel on the top, 4,000 lumens each. Wonderful little motion sensor, about 30 feet out or so it'll pick up, and at almost 180 degrees, and it's brilliant light. I'll show you in more detail later when it's dark. They were initially, it was a 2-pack for about $50 on Amazon. They've since reduced them to a 2-pack for about $36, so they're very affordable. There's a switch on the back that you can adjust. Again, it can be dusk to dawn, it can be motion light, it can be dusk to dawn down like just 10% light until there's motion and it goes to full power. I just have them on motion sensor because I don't need it otherwise. And then just 2 screws to mount them on the ears there. They just screw right into the side of a building or wall or whatever. And like I said, I've got half a dozen of them in different places around here. The thinking was, we had 2 of the outside lights, like I mentioned before, 35 watt LEDs, about 3,500 lumens each, and that gave an adequate amount of light outside, plus our porch lights and things like that. But I got thinking, we really don't need lights on all the time unless there's something or someone around. We want to see if there are animals around, people drive in. You don't want it to be dark when you get out of your car. So what we did is we went to this route. Now this won't cost us anything after the initial purchase because they're solar. The plug-in ones, or the hardwired ones I should say, will only use electricity when they kick on, and they're on timers that they will only be on for 2-3 minutes. You can set them from, like, I don't know, 10 seconds to 10 minutes or 30 seconds to 10 minutes after they go on, to stay on if there's no more motion. All of these motion sensors work that if there is motion, they'll stay on constantly. So if you have somebody out walking around here in the area, they won't turn off while there's somebody there or if there's animals there. But so far they've worked really well, and it's made things that when we say we drive in the roadway, as you come down the road, there's one on that shed, and I've got one here, and then we still have the dusk to dawn light up there. I kept one there so we'd have a little outside light. I have another one of these smaller solar powered lights there at the bottom of the barn. I've got another one up along the wall there by the lean-to, and then there's another one up outside the chicken coop. And then you saw around the back where the big one was. Sorry, the dogs are all excited about something here, so hang on. Sorry about all the barking and the noise. The dogs are just active. This is another hardwired one that I got. This was also a 2-pack, I think, from Amazon. I want to say this was about $40, $45 for the 2 of them. It also has the multiple heads that you can angle the light in different places. The motion sensor option of either dusk to dawn or various motion detection modes. And I think this is about a 3800 lumen, if I remember correctly. So I put it by the door to the shop. That way, even though we do have the dusk to dawn above it, this will add extra light. People driving in will set it off too. I have another one, another part of the house, and then I have one more over in the back side of the house for the backyard, so when the dogs go out at night. So basically, anywhere you go walking at night, right around the buildings here, there's light, which is what you want. You don't want to be in the dark anywhere. Also, it'll keep any kind of animals away with the chickens and stuff, or even with the dogs. Don't have to worry about anything kind of sneaking up, or with the other lights that it would just be too dark that you wouldn't notice them. These are sensitive enough that when rabbits hop through the yard, or we have a couple feral cats that wander around here now and then, it does set them off. But again, they can be set to only run for 30 seconds to a couple minutes, so you're not using all that much electricity. I want to say these were 30 watt, 35 watt, I can't remember. So the amount of electricity they use, even if they're on, isn't huge. But that's the advantage of the LEDs. So I'll come back a little later when it's dark and set off a bunch of these so you can see what kind of light we're talking about. But I do recommend these. So far everything's worked really well. I had one that I got from Amazon that was a 90 watter, I think it was. I was going to put that where I had the 150 watter, and the motion sensor quit after a day or so. I had to send it back. It just didn't work right. So, but at any rate, I'll come back to you when it's dark and you can really see what this looks like with the kind of light it bathes the place with. Okay, it's now very late at night. You can see I have just the one light on, the dusk to dawn light. I'm going to walk around here a little bit and show you some of the motion sensor lights that I showed you during the daylight before. Coming up on one of the 4,000 lumen solar lights. You can see the amount of light that that's putting out in this area right here. And again, it will stay on as long as I keep moving around. If I stop or if I step out of the range, it turns off right away. But still, it's enough light for what you need. Now I'm going to walk up by where the 150 watt light is. As you can see, it's dark. I'm working my way around the side of the barn, and we'll see just in a minute here it will kick on the motion sensor, and boom, you can see the kind of light that that's putting out here. It's illuminating this whole area. And again, this will stay on even if I don't, even if I'm not here, it'll stay on for a few minutes. As I said, I have it set for, I think, 3 minutes. It can set it for up to 10 minutes. It'll stay on regardless if there's movement or not, just for security. But as you can see, it's very, very bright. And then I also have another one of those 4,000 solar lights, lumen solar lights over here by the chicken coop. That hasn't kicked on yet. I guess I'm not moving laterally enough. These motion sensors, there we go. These motion sensors work better if you're moving laterally rather than directly towards them. But I've seen this light here. Sorry, I'm walking while I'm trying to talk here. Trying not to step in anything in the dark, if you know what I mean. I can be about here. Yeah, about this distance away, and this thing will kick on. And I'm about maybe 80 feet or so, 75, 80 feet from the light. So that's the distance that the motion sensor gives you with it. So this is pretty amazing for the price. And as I said, I don't know how long it will be durable, but we'll hope that it'll work for quite a while to give us the security we want here at the farm. And but it won't be on all night, so that we're using electricity all night long. So I think it will save us money in the long run and also make a better, safer environment here. And it is drippy rainy here, and I am smelling a skunk. So I'm going to go in the house rather than have an encounter that I don't want. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow our channel. Thank you for all of you who are supporting. Again, this is 150 lumen, 15,000 or 150 watt, 15,000 lumen security light with motion sensor from Amazon. With the discount, it was about $70 for the unit. So three panel adjustable and built-in motion sensor multifunction. So I think it's a good buy, as well as these little 4,000 watt solar lights that I showed you here. I'll come walking back down, and this one will kick back on again, just so that you can see it one more time. I'll come up a little closer to it. And there we go. Here, let me step down this way. There. And boy, that skunk smell is strong, so I am going in the house. All right. Thank you for watching.